What's up?
What's happening?
What?
What's happening?
Nothing? What brings you to this neck of the woods?
What's that?
I said, what brings you to this neck of the woods?
Oh, the employees are calling. You're kind of scaring them.
Scaring, I'm doing a public records request.
Well, I don't know. What's going on?
A public records request?
I'm Sergeant Hanson, by the way, doing audio video recording.
Nice to meet you.
Yo, police department. Nice to meet you. What's your name, bud?
Steve.
Steve.
What's your, you got a business card or anything? Badge number?
My badge number is 291.
Is this consensual?
Is it consensual?
Yeah, is this a consensual encounter?
We're just chatting here to figure out what's going on.
No detention or anything?
No.
Okay, fair enough.
No.
Cool. So yeah, just trying to do a public records request. I was kind of about halfway into it before she just decided to be rude and not finish taking the records request. So,
Okay, what are we looking for?
records?
What type of records?
Honestly, I'm working on a story. I don't want to share that now because if you guys go and tell them and they can clean something up, kind of defeats the whole point of reporting on things and I know the government never does stuff like that. So they never do cleanups and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I got you.
So
our URL?
what's that?
You want the URL to go online for? I can give you the URL for the public disclosure request.
Well, I'm here. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, I agree. You can certainly do it online. Yeah. Don't disagree with that.
I see.
Just looking to get it done while I'm here. And
Yeah. Well, she said, I mean, yeah, just you're kind of aggressive, I guess, in your nature of questioning. And
oh, hello. Hey, I was wondering where is the sort of admin office, I guess?
Not here, no, not like an admin. What are you looking for?
I was looking to submit a records request.
so she was kind of freaked her out, hence why she's now locked herself in the office.
Aggressive. That almost sounds like false reporting kind of action. It's kind of tipping into that zone.
Well, I'm just
happy to show you the video footage to show that I'm
okay.
just as kind and nice and polite as I am right now.
Okay. Yeah.
I certainly wasn't going for the SWAT team mode against her trying to get my public records request. So, yeah.
So do you work for a reporting agency or are you?
So I'm investigative.
Okay.
Yeah, independent investigative journalist.
I see.
So I got tips and leads about a story. Well, two things. One, that somebody believes there was some sort of a spill here, some sort of a contamination, and that then they went to go do a records request to try to get those records, and were met with brusque, rude behavior, and boy, they were not off the mark. The lady in there, quite rude.
That's what I asked. For what?
Records.
Records.
Yeah.
Very specific.
I can't do it in person.
You can go to Olympia.
All right, then. Appreciate the cooperation, man.
Yeah, sure.
I'm
Yeah,
chat with her again.
if you don't mind, Sergeant, if you could let her know, she just got done with mandatory training for the state back in July.
Yeah.
She's got to take the records request. I mean, I can't make her, but it's a requirement. Hey, officer, you got a business card I can get by chance?
Sure.
Thanks. How's your day treating you?
Busy. Not that crazy.
The madness of Puyallup.
More like a lot of just whatever calls, trespassers, that kind of stuff. Nothing that lively today, which is generally a good thing. So
That is a good thing.
yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go work on paperwork.
All right, man. You take care. Oh, gosh, do you have a CAD number for this?
Sure. Give me a minute. I'll get it for you.
Sure, thanks. Appreciate it. Are you going to take that records request, by the way, ma'am? No? Not going to take it? All right. Wow, that is really, really crappy that she said I was coming off all aggressive. That is so annoying.
That's not true. You're a liar!
Wow. That is so rude and just right on that edge.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
There you go. Yep.
Well, I wish you a decent day. Hopefully, the people don't get too crazy on you.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully, no more felony public records requests and stuff like that.
Have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
All right, boss.
So she, she's going to take the records.
No,
She's not.
No, and she spoke with her supervisors. and
Yikes.
That's not a thing. So, yeah, I mean, you know the proper channels, man. You can get on the state website. You can do your thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So Bob's wrong. Ferguson.
about.
I mean, obviously you realize this is a state agency, not a county or city.
Yes.
So cities and counties can kind of tweak it. The
Right.
state can't tweak it at all. So in the administrative codes and Title 44, Chapter 14,
Okay.
it just lays it out really clear in Section 03006. They have to take it on a walk-in verbal basis.
Okay.
Yikes.
Well, she's brand new. She's not doing that today. So, and that's per her boss as well.
I mean,
so
yeah, she'll have cover from her boss.
You're
but
free to, take it up with the bosses down there for sure.
yeah,
man.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think they're kind of throwing her under the bus a little bit. Is she, if you don't mind me asking, because I think this is actually pretty relevant, when you say new, is she saying like after July?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's after July, in all fairness, I think she would actually have a legitimate excuse because the MRSC training was in July.
In all fairness, right? I mean, you could also, take a kind of a step back here and, act a little bit more professional manner and go through the correct chains of.
The correct chains. I'm doing it exactly as the Attorney General says.
Understand, but today you're not going to get it.
A City of Puyallup public servant explains defiantly that the state is refusing the records request they are required to take and honor, and he is interceding in a manner as to explain that on their behalf. Folks, this is the hubris of our government these days. The state of Washington calls local people with guns to deal with a person asking questions, as the female employee said when calling 911, and then they state, "You are not going to get it." This is the model rules of the Public Records Act getting flushed down the toilet, Washington State. This is Bob Ferguson, the current Attorney General of the state, telling you how he'll handle transparency when it comes to records to the people when he is elected governor.
Right? So it'd be behoove of you to go through the proper channels to get your request, right?
Well, I mean, I can politely disagree with you.
Absolutely.
We'll have to agree to disagree.
Absolutely, yes.
I do want to take umbrage with something I think that you're profoundly incorrect about, though. To say that the proper channel, that's not correct whatsoever in any way.
Okay.
That is one of 5.
Yeah.
And this is one of them.
Yeah.
But if I'm here to actually get footage of the hatchery and then do a public records request,
Sure.
it'd be like right now, if I asked you to do a public records request, you'd probably take it because you wouldn't.
No.
Fair enough. I'd like to actually submit a public records request then to you, Sergeant Hansen.
You absolutely
I'm going to
can.
do a verbal request.
You absolutely can.
So I'd like to get the CAD,
The city, absolutely.
the radio traffic,
Absolutely, you can.
and all that for this call.
I'll get you a business card and a case number.
Not going to accept it.
And I'll get you a business card and the sequence
Yeah,
number
but you're
for
not
today.
going to, you're not going to take it verbally.
No. You have to go through the proper channels. You have
Okay,
to,
fair enough.
Get online, fill out the form.
Hey, fair enough. No, I mean,
like everybody else does, right?
like everybody else does. So it's the social norms that dictate it.
Well, I mean, that's the way to do it.
It's one of 5 ways to do it.
Okay.
Come on,
so
Sergeant.
you do know.
It's one of 5, absolutely. But I don't want to be inconvenienced. It's about my convenience and my
Yeah.
preference.
Yeah.
It's not about
I got it.
the state or the city or the county.
Got you,
So.
bud. All right.
All right, so you're going to refuse the public records request verbally.
For what? This contact right here now?
Yeah.
Verbally?
Yeah, I'm submitting a verbal public records request to you.
Yes, you have to go on the website and fill the form out.
Got everything I need. All right.
Yes, sir.
Have a good day.
You too, bud. You gonna hang out here?
I'm going to wait to see if she actually ends up coming out and taking that public records request.
Okay, she's not going to.
Well, I'm going to document the obstinance of the state of Washington after the July 15th MRSC training.
So you're just gonna stand here and make this young lady just feel absolutely uncomfortable and unsafe.
I've done nothing rude, impolite, or anything with her. In fact, when she came out, she said she got her boss on the phone. She said, "Hey, this guy's looking to do a public records request." I said, "Look, if you just go get a notepad, pen, I'll give it to you. I'm out of here. I'm done." But she wants to be obstinate. I'm not going to let her trample on my lawful rights within the state of Washington for the Public Records Act to prevent me from getting the records request.
May I see your ID, bud, so I know I'm talking to you? Get you documented in CAD.
This is still a casual,
I'm asking.
consensual.
Yeah, I'm asking.
If I'm not detained, I'm not going to give you any.
You don't want to ID yourself?
Nope, not at all in any way.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
what I'd like to do is honestly just have sort of a triumvirate of success here. The Puyallup City Police Department combines with a journalist and a state employee.
Combines with a journalist who's so willing to work and just kind of work in the moment, right? Together.
Well, to get the information I'm seeking, yeah.
Yeah.
I
okay.
mean, This doesn't have to be so you guys don't have to be so obstinate about
It
this.
doesn't. You're exactly right.
So I'm the one that should cave to the government. The government.
no one's saying to cave to anything.
Well, you're saying I should follow social norms. You implied that.
I said the way to get a public records request of a case or a CAD
Sure. Well, one of 5 ways.
is to get online and do it. It's that simple.
I get what you're saying, Sergeant. Look, I guess we'll just have to agree to disagree. I have no ill will against anyone.
Yeah.
I'm not
And
here
of
to
course,
do anything
neither
crazy.
do we. I'm just the gal in here, right? You making her uncomfortable.
And I can't control her feelings, but frankly, it's a bit absurd when I was extremely polite and cordial to her, explaining to her for her benefit.
I mean, like you're being cordial with us, and I mean your mask and your video camera, and right. That's a
I
little
know,
bit.
imagine someone using their Fourth Amendment against fusion
again,
centers.
a young lady in there working by herself, right?
Sure, and you know what?
You scared her a little bit. That's fair to say.
I
right?
didn't scare her. She
Okay,
chose to
she
be
is scared from
Okay.
your actions.
Well, no, I didn't take any actions.
I'm telling you, she is scared.
Okay, well,
the
that's
way,
her.
The way you're making her feel.
I don't know
is
why
uncomfortable.
she's doing that. I'm not making her feel anything.
Well, that's what's going. That's
Now,
what's
I think-
happening.
I
So
think-
whether that's your intention or not, I don't think it is. But
No,
right,
I
how
appreciate
you're
that.
handling yourself today, that's what's going on.
How I'm handling myself. Calmly, politely, cordially.
Right.
So what would be nice, I can even meet her halfway. She could even go to the top of the stairs.
She talked to her boss. There's going to be no more communication with her today.
All right.
So
Well, look, I'm just going to finish getting my B-roll footage in, and I'll call it.
have at it,
Okay.
bud.
You guys have a good day.
You too, man.
What's up?
You want to make a public disclosure request? We'll take the info from you if you want. I don't know.
Oh, for the city?
Well, I mean, normally I do for the police, but I suppose you can probably forward to the city. I don't really know. I can look into that one, but I
Okay.
don't. For the
I mean, look, I'll tell you what. I truly don't want her getting jammed up. If you're willing on her behalf to take one for her, I'll give you the public records request for the state.
okay.
If you want to do that, that's totally fine with me.
Grab whatever. You can
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. No problem. No problem. I appreciate you meeting me halfway. Thank you. I do. All right, so for the city.
Just so you know, if you weren't, I don't know if my partner said anything about. We have cameras on, obviously.
Yeah.
They're recording, just so you're aware.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, all right. So they break it down by department. So what did you want from police first? Because that one I know.
Yeah, so for the city of Puyallup, I would like to please get all responsive records regarding this call.
Responsive records? You mean like CAD, or can you be specific? I don't know.
No, any responsive records. I don't know the full breadth and depth of it because, like, sometimes different departments will use different terminology. And
So for dispatching, we have a CAD system.
Okay.
You want the CAD records? Is that what
the
you're saying?
CAD records would be great. Do you have any sort of like traffic, like radio traffic or anything like that?
Yeah, you can actually get that online already, but
Okay.
sure. Yeah, so you want CAD records. So the South Sound 911 does the recordings, if I remember right, for dispatching. So it's not actually the city for that one.
Oh, okay. All right.
But so, and because they're a private entity, I don't think that I can do that one for you. So for radio, if you go on the internet, look up South Sound 911.
Okay.
They have a public disclosure request section.
Okay. Yeah,
Well, you
bet.
can call them. I don't know about the so CAD. I can do CAD, or I can put the request.
Yeah, and like I said, I'll keep it broad on just the all responsive records because, like I said, there may be something else that I'm not familiar with, like a colloquial term.
I'll just quote that because I don't know of anything else. But
That's fine.
So you're saying all responsive
records. Yeah, just regarding this call. So, like, if you guys had a colloquial term X that I'm not familiar with.
I'm not trying to trick you. Yeah.
No, I don't think you are.
So CAD show, like that's how we get dispatched. There's obviously radio, which we talked about that one. So I put all responsive records. Okay. Are you requesting the videos too, or
yes,
no?
please?
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I was just about to get to that. Thank you.
Body camera and cars.
Yes, please. Thank you.
I see the. Let me see. Okay.
And then as far as the state, and thank you for helping her out because if she hasn't had the training, this is going to help keep her out of a jam. I am looking for all responsive records for the last 2 years.
Is this regarding the hatchery, or?
Yeah.
Is this a state thing? Honestly, I don't know.
It's a state.
Is it state?
It's state.
Okay. I don't know if the state will. I can see, but I can't promise anything for state records.
Well, no, what I mean is, if you don't
out.
mind just ripping off the bottom half and giving her that, because obviously, like Sergeant Hansen said, she's not going to come out. So if you don't mind just writing that down and handing it to her, and then she can take it.
Well, I'll do my best to figure out what we got going on. So anyway, so for state records, what is it you want?
All responsive records for the last 2 years.
Oh, okay, that's like all responsive records for 2 years from today's date?
Yeah, just back 2 years, 2 calendar years.
2 years.
Yeah. For any contaminant reports in any of the hatchery watered or controlled waters.
Pause that for contaminant.
Sure.
For the hatchery waters?
Yeah, so basically just in effect, any of these that have bodies of water in them or have had bodies of water in them. Like this one's dry right now.
All right, so all responsive records for 2 years from today's date for contaminant reports regarding the hatchery waters.
Yep. Okay. And then a public records request log.
I don't know if that's a thing, but sure. So public PDR records log.
Yep. Okay. For the last 2 years for all records regarding contamination.
2 years. So PDR records log for 2 years for anything regarding contamination?
Yeah, of the waters. Yeah, someone's saying somebody's been coming in here because it's publicly accessible and putting crap in the water. I don't know if that's true, but the Department of Ecology controls that, so there should be reports if that's been happening, and then I can also see if those people have actually been making public records requests for this.
All right, so PDR logs for 2 years for anything regarding contamination of the waters.
Yep, and that's it.
Regarding the hatcheries.
Yeah, just this one specifically. Yep.
Just want to make sure.
Yeah, and that's it. And if you don't mind giving her that last half stuff,
okay,
that's all I need.
Contact information.
Yeah, so happy to give you my email address.
Okay,
yeah,
what is
it's anonymous.
Okay.
Records requester, all lowercase, all one word. Regular spelling. No ninja online spellings of it. Anonymous records requester at Proton Mail, just like the subatomic particle.
Yep, I know what it is.
Oh, you're familiar? Okay. Great email service.
.com, right?
Yep, protonmail.com. And that's it, man.
Anonymous records requester at protonmail.com.
That's the one.
Okay. So
hey, really appreciate it.
I just wanted to make sure I got this right.
Yeah.
So we got, for the police department, you want all the CAD records, all responsive records, the in-car video and the body-worn camera videos.
Yep.
Cell phone 911, like I said, I think you have to do that yourself, but that just so you know, is the the radio.
Yeah.
And then for state records, you're hoping for all responsive records for 2 years from 9/26 for contaminants reports for the hatchery waters, along with the PDR records log for 2 years for anything regarding contamination of the waters for the hatchery.
That's it.
And then you want them sent to anonymous records, plural.
Yep.
Requester.
Yep.
At protonmail.com.
That's the one, man.
Okay, I will see. Like I said, the only one I know about is the police stuff.
Sure.
I don't know anything about the state one, and but I'll try. That's all I can do. Otherwise,
and you have no responsibility for that. I'm just asking for a favor. Sure. If you want to just give her that, so that way I can say.
Well, I think it would simplify everything for everyone.
Yeah. So I agree.
You do your videos, and then are you almost done though? So
yeah, I'm just gonna make
I get it, but just,
over there.
Obviously, I didn't say you did anything wrong, but obviously she's nervous. So if you're almost done, just so I can let her know that you're almost finished, and I'll get her the info, and then
I'm just gonna finish getting photos of the bodies of water and whatnot, just kind of back through that area, and then I'll be heading on out of here. So
sounds like a plan.
I appreciate you coming back and helping. Thanks. Have a good day. All right, that's great. So Officer Timms from the Puyallup Police Department came over and took the public records request verbally.
Video 1 reveals official arrogance in denying public records. The lesson is always to cite specific administrative codes to counter lack of training. Be persistent in defending your right to government transparency. Next, we will witness a completely opposite situation where Island Lake Police demonstrate incredible professionalism in protecting your constitutional rights.
Expecting us, the personnel probably expecting us to book on out, but absolutely not. What's going on, officer?
How are you?
Pretty good, man. How you doing today, man?
The weather's getting nice.
There you go, man. I say obviously they gave you a ring for me.
Yeah, I just thought I'd talk to them real quick.
Let them know when I'm doing everything. Your body cam's on, off?
Yes, sir. All
right, appreciate it. So he said he's gonna go in and talk to him and let him know. That's what we like. That's what we like. We'll see once it comes out, though. Y'all stay tuned.
Officer Dresner.
Officer Dresner?
Yeah.
And your badge number, sir?
293.
293. What's going on?
Yeah. So, yeah, we got a call, you know.
What was their main concern? Obviously, someone standing out with
Yeah, they just wanted to know what you were doing. I told them, you know, you're not, no issues or anything.
some guy had came out and spoke to him. I guess he went in to do some business. He came out. He was like, "You're making everyone nervous inside there." And I was like, over a camera, right? And I always like to bring up the logic that every single time you step out your house, you're on camera.
Yeah.
So
and
like
nowadays, you know, people bring cameras and everything. There's cameras everywhere.
every single where, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So they just asked if you could just stay off the property. I mean, you're on the sidewalk, so
yeah, for
public
sure.
property,
Yeah,
you're good here. Yeah, just as long as you stay off the property. I mean,
right. Because you know
go
what?
about your business.
And it's crazy because no one even asked me to like stop.
you're doing.
They didn't even come out here or anything. So it was kind of amazing that they called you guys instead of coming out trying
It was
to see.
actually the alarm company, so I guess people whoever monitor their cameras.
Oh, really?
So they didn't even call.
Oh, they have that type of setup going on.
Yeah, so
Really?
someone just, I mean, I don't know if they like push a button and they're like,
Oh, there you
"Hey,
go.
can
Maybe a
guys-"
panic button.
Yeah, maybe, but yeah. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, I went and talked to them. They didn't have an issue with it. They were just kind of wondering what was going on.
Well, to be honest, they definitely have to have an issue in order to press the panic button.
Yeah, so.
You know, is this
Yeah.
your partner here?
Yeah, usually we always, whenever we get calls, we're a smaller town, so usually at least two people.
Two
show
people.
up.
What's the population here in Ireland? I've never been here.
It's about 10,000 now.
Oh, okay. Oh, very small.
Where are
then.
you from? You from?
Waukegan.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
so not too far.
Yeah, I never, like you said, not too far, and I still never been to the city of Island Lake. So.
Yeah. All right.
How you doing, officer?
Good, how are you?
Man, pretty good. Your name and badge number, sir?
Jackson, 221.
Appreciate that. Thanks a lot, man. So,
What's going on?
say, doing exactly what I'm doing to you right now. I got the camera on you, man, and they.
I mean, you're on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
And they just asked to stay off the property, and he knows it.
Yeah.
All right, man, we'll get out of your hair.
Man, for sure. As a matter of fact, if before you guys go, can I just get the CAD number for one of you guys?
Yeah, let me go get it for you.
All right. Like you said, officer, man, it's weather, man, about time, right? But
Yeah.
don't get too happy, right? Because it's coming, man.
It's gonna come
They
back
say next
home.
week is
It's
so
supposed to rain a little bit too. So.
not that bad.
Hey, I'll take this over snow.
Yeah, definitely so, man.
How long you been like out doing like kind of you get
Audits.
into like a lot of
Yeah.
confrontations?
Sometimes, like you know, you get some police departments that understand the rights we have, and you get some that don't. It's good and bad and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've
feel
been
like
doing
a
it now
lot-
about 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like nowadays we've had like trainings on it. And stuff,
Really?
so- and like
Oh, that's beautiful.
But like people at like businesses, they don't know.
They don't know.
I feel like they're probably more the people that come out and get into arguments with you.
You'll be surprised though. It's something
Yeah.
because like appreciate that, Jackson. It is.
Yep.
Yeah, appreciate it. So you know what? That's a beautiful thing to hear that you guys getting training on it. I believe every department should because you still get some officers to come out and raise hell, for lack of a better word. But good thing that's not the case with Island Lake. Yeah. So we definitely appreciate you guys coming out, educating them. So appreciate that,
All right, man.
All right.
Good one.
All right, you
Enjoy
too.
the
Thanks a
weather.
lot. You too. So definitely appreciate Island Lake, man. Like you say, that's beautiful to even know. That's a beautiful thing that he even just told us that they're getting training on, obviously, First Amendment Audit. So that's a beautiful thing, man. We're gonna wait for him to hike on out, man, and then we should be able to hike on out. It's about education at the end of the day, and like he said, we'll narrate at the end, man, but it is what it is. Y'all stay tuned. That's one, and that's two. So from the top, TTA family, from the top.
Video 2 proves the power of training when police respect recording rights. The lesson is to remain polite yet firm on public sidewalks. Know the law to turn potential conflicts into a professional dialogue. Don't take your eyes off the screen because the next video will plunge you into a breathtaking legal battle between four police officers and a sharp citizen at the post office.
What's going on, officer?
How are you doing today?
Pretty good. How are you doing?
Good, thank you, thank you.
What's your name?
Officer Doucette.
Decef?
Decef, yeah.
Decef, okay.
Yeah, it's spelled weird.
Okay.
But it's pronounced Decef.
And your name, officer?
What's that?
What's your name, officer?
Name's Officer Peter.
Buter. How you guys doing today?
Doing well. Thank
Okay.
you. Can you tell us what's going on over here?
Nothing much. Just walking around, documenting like I do every other day.
Sure.
Nothing nefarious. Don't have any ill intent today.
Okay, that's good.
These guys give you 911 or they call it non-emergency?
I'm pretty sure it was a non-emergency.
Oh, okay, good. I'm about to say they're abusing resources.
Sure. There's a little concern hanging out by the employee entrance. You know.
Yeah, they probably don't know that we have a First Amendment right to, be in public recording.
Sure, of course.
If you guys can educate them.
I don't think so.
Huh?
To be in a restricted area, I don't think so.
Oh, this is not restricted though. This area is not restricted at all. There's no signs restricting this area or any.
So this area is fenced off. I would have to go double check and see exactly what the verbiage is, but from the other direction, it definitely says do not enter.
Well, you know what? I think it says something like
He's gonna check. Right
authorized personnel vehicles only.
Sure.
Right. So I'm not driving though. I'm just walking in. So,
Right. So you would be covered under the personnel, right? So. Are you authorized personnel?
Vehicles though. It says it specifically says vehicles.
We'll take a look and we'll figure it out.
Yeah. So I do these all over, so I know I'm well within the legal limits.
Okay.
Nothing nefarious, like I said, no ill intent. It's just you guys came pretty quick, man.
We happen to be driving by.
Oh, okay.
Also, the station's right across the street.
Yeah, I know. You know what? I actually did the library maybe about a month ago.
Yeah.
Right there.
Mm-hmm.
And Officer Parcell, Officer Funk.
Hold on, sorry. Go ahead. Okay. 10-4. So, if you'd like to come with me, we can take a look at the sign together. But my partner just read it, and it says no trespassing.
I'm not trespassing. You can't.
Sure, right. But being back here means you are, right? So if you want to take a look at it, we can take a look together. So that way we, Well, no, I
want
you to take my word for it. We can go take a look.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's not even about taking. Where I believe there is a no trespassing sign.
Sure.
The thing is, I'm not considered trespassing on public property.
Right. So this is a federal facility, like any other facility. So they do.
So
have the
you
right
say
to
government?
U.S. government property, yes.
So that makes it public, right?
So not every
You wanna
part.
debate that?
I'm just saying, isn't it public?
So the issue, sir, right? Not every part of all publicly owned property is public access. Right?
Okay.
So of course you understand, right? You can't walk into like the IDOC processing facility, right?
No, but
That's just government property. You can't just walk in there, right?
what about a VA hospital?
So it depends, right?
Post office.
Some parts of the VA
Inside.
hospital you can, some parts you can't, right? So if there are parts that are open to the public, you can walk in any time.
But
does that mean you can walk into like the back where they have like radiology equipment and stuff like that? No, obviously that's restricted.
But officer, that's not the case today. We talking about the post office parking lot.
We're gonna look at the sign and we're gonna find out, right?
Trespass. I will have to be. Someone have to from this installation will have to ask me to leave,
Right.
and then I will have to refuse.
Okay.
And then be you get what I'm saying? That's how the trespassing law goes.
Let's take a look.
Take a look at the sign, see what it says. Read it to us.
All right.
I would say no trespassing. Violators will be prosecuted.
Okay.
U.S. property, which makes it public property, no trespassing. Vehicles and their contents are subject to inspection when entering, leaving, while parked within this restricted area.
You can't just simplify it to suit your needs, right?
So
No, I'm simplifying it to suit the legal needs. It's legal.
You want it to suit your needs. There's a difference.
Like I was just telling this officer real quick. I did the public library just a month ago, and they had.
Very different than public life.
I'm saying it's public property though. We're just talking about public property.
Very different.
Okay, but I'm saying I have a First Amendment right to record in public.
absolutely.
You guys, if you guys gonna wage war on that today, then
No one's waging war. So here's the deal, right? So you understand, right, that just because a piece of property is owned by the government does not necessarily make it public, right? Not every piece of government land is public access.
okay,
Right?
but
So
this
one of
is.
the ways-
I want to deal with this though, officer. We want to deal with this one.
Yep, we'll get to that. So one of the ways that the government can indicate that an area is not public access is putting a fence around it. You see how there's a fence around this entire area?
And that's
The other way,
that's
right,
why I didn't come in this way.
right, is putting up signs.
Okay.
Right? So this sign is your notice, no trespassing, that you are not allowed on the property. Then again, no trespassing, violators will be prosecuted.
And that's why I didn't come in this way.
Which Which way you came in from the other side?
That's correct, and there's no
Same
signs,
side.
absolutely none on that side at all. How do I know? Because I walked in that way.
Now you know.
Right.
What?
So
So I mean, if you officers want to do me a favor, y'all want to call a sergeant out here, man, so we can, because I mean, you guys are, maybe you're not sure, and that's okay not to be sure.
We're 100% sure. So this area, this fenced-in area, right, is restricted to personnel, authorized personnel only.
Where does that say
Right
that?
here, no trespassing. U.S. property, no trespassing. Right. Vehicles have to be inspected, all that stuff.
That's right.
So this part of the USPS property is not public access. Now you can stand out here and report onto the thing all day long because this part is public access, right? But past this fence line is very clearly demarcated as no trespassing. This is not public access.
It's not restricted to. It's not restricted to the public though.
It is though. See, because it says here, no trespassing. Trespassers will be violated. Right?
And then
this
in order
sign-
to be trespassed, again, I will have to be asked to leave.
This sign is asking you to leave, right?
No, absolutely. That's not how to go, officer.
Absolutely.
No. I do these all over. I know precisely what I'm doing. I know I'm within the legal limits. I know this is my First Amendment right to record in public, on a public space.
Between being at the library and being at a U.S. Postal Service, correct?
Yeah, I know what that. Actually, they have a law, and the library don't.
Let me ask you a question right here.
Yeah, I actually do.
The library, right? Of course, so you can go into the library, right? And you can go in all the public areas. Do you think that you have a right to go into the back areas where they have offices, where they do like their work that's not open to the public?
Where at? In government offices?
So in the library, right?
Okay.
You know how like generally there's going to be parts of the library where they do staff
Like their
stuff?
offices, of
Right,
course.
it's not-
Okay.
Do you have the right to go back there and start recording?
No.
No, why is that?
Because that's restricted.
Right, okay. So,
Now, let me ask you something. Now, can I stand on the outside of their office?
you absolutely all
Because
day
this is a
long.
public space, right?
in the parts
That's
where-
correct. So this is a public space as well.
Where you're standing right now, no problems.
It's public over there too.
This line is clearly marked as not public.
I'm pretty sure you misinformed, officer. Respectfully.
I
Respectfully, though.
appreciate your respect.
Respectfully.
Thank you.
We own all this. The Postal Service owns from year to year.
The Postal Service owns it.
The federal government does.
Exactly, and the federal government is.
No, the Postal Service owns this whole. The U.S. Postal Service owns this whole thing.
So you work here? You the postmaster. Are you familiar with your poster 7?
Yeah.
So you see where it say about photos and things.
We do all that, but not with our operations in the back.
Well, that's not what that's not what the law say. We're talking about federal law.
What it is we can't have that because we have competition. We can't come back and do our operations because of our competition.
See, so my rights are going to be, you guys are going to wage war on my rights today.
Absolutely not.
Because this is precisely how it's going to be looked at when we litigate this.
Sure.
This is exactly how this is going to look when litigation arises.
So once
Man, I was hoping one of these officers was Officer Parcell and Officer Funk, man. I know all you guys are familiar.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they were great, man, a month ago, man. They didn't try to, they upheld their oath, and they allowed me to do, exercise my First Amendment rights and everything.
You want to go around to the front part of the post office?
Yeah.
The public part of the post office, record there? You can do that all day long. That's the public part of the post office. But this part is not public access.
I'm pretty, Officer, what's your name again?
Officer
Decep. I'm pretty sure you're misinformed. Respectfully, though.
All right.
That's why I say maybe you guys would call a sergeant, someone that can probably, for lack of a better term, educate you guys on my First Amendment rights. And her too as well, because this is regardless, this is post office and this parking lot is accessible to the public. Regardless.
Yeah, the post office, you're right. The post office.
The parking lot.
This part
They have a clearly posted sign,
So that no trespassing sign, I would have to be asked to leave and then refuse to leave.
They called us and they asked you to leave. So you, by all means, if you want to be at the post office, you can stay here all day. It's just this is a private area of the post office, so they have the sign that says no trespassing.
Now, Officer Decep, with all respect, now that you just soliciting to the trespass. Now that's soliciting the trespass, officer, because you asked her. That's precisely what that is.
When she pulled up, she said that this is not a place you can be in.
Okay.
She said you come here a lot in the front, which is fine.
Right.
Not a lot in the back, and she asked you to leave. She told me that.
She didn't ask me to leave, so she's lying.
She told me that.
You told him that you asked me to leave?
So, read the signs.
Hold on, sir. Aren't you wanting to know who's lying to you, sir?
Yes, sir. So I understand. So once she lets us know, once we officially let you know, then that's your notification.
Okay.
So she's let us know that you're not allowed to be here in this part of the post office.
What's your name, Officer?
I'm Officer Kiefer.
Kiefer, yeah. Officer Kiefer, respectfully, this young man right here, this officer, just conveyed to me that this young lady said she asked me to leave. That's a lie.
Yeah, but my supervisor did in my right.
No one asked me to leave ever.
So I
got it on tape.
So even if they
did
on
the phone, I just then her and I need to speak
because and I have it on tape where I can show you off that someone's lying. We need to deal with that.
Right. I'll deal with her because she just got on the phone with me. I said, "Did you ask him to leave?" And she said yes. So if you're saying she didn't, you have the proof of it. I can call her. I'll go in there and I'll talk to her.
Because I'm definitely gonna holler at probably have to holler at the Inspector General, you guys as boss as well, because like I said, my rights are being infringed on, and you guys are colluding together to do it.
No, we're not. So we don't want that at all. We want you to be able to.
So, I got my UPS guy coming through. The postal service is a quasi. Yeah, I'm sure you understand the postal service is a quasi government agency. We haven't taken any tax records in 19 postal records.
Yeah, you guys get bailouts all the time.
Yeah, but
it's coming from taxpayers.
And the government takes money from us all the time. We have to pay it back. It's a loan. It's not.
Just saying. And it's actually relevant because that's what makes this property public. That's why she brought it up.
Except that public property, publicly owned property, even if it were owned by the public, does not mean that you necessarily have access to it. Just like we discussed earlier, right? You can't go back into the library, private offices.
That's correct.
You can't go into a
because it's restricted,
facility.
Right? That's correct. But you can stand outside the office, which is publicly accessible, correct?
Yeah, you can stand right here.
You can stand right here all you want.
This is accessible.
So were you inside here? Would you go through the gate?
Yeah, but not this part though. I didn't come through this part. I came through over here, where there are no signs at all.
The sign where it says "No enter," do not enter.
No, walking, sir. Walking.
Right. I'm saying if you follow the parking lot around.
No, right here. You see the end of this brick building? Yeah. It's a sidewalk right up the way. Yeah, sidewalk. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we just want to let you know, even if she didn't tell you in person, they informed us that they just want us to let you know.
But that's because Officer DeSeff here just solicited it, man, right in front of you.
That's what they call us.
I just heard him say it though. He just said, "Do you want him to leave?" That's solicitation, sir. You know that. He just did that. He just did that on camera.
To the complainants, understand what they want to do with their property.
Yeah, but he asked. That's precisely what that is. That's precisely what that is. You know, I'm just trying to reconfirm, man.
I know you're going for viewers and all kinds of stuff.
No, I'm going for a protection on rights. Like you acting like a tyrant right now, officer.
That's fine.
You are, but you guys are great. You know, you're trying to de-escalate. He's trying to escalate ever since he engaged me today.
He's not trying to escalate.
That's more professional.
Clearly, what the situation is and what we need to do moving forward.
I mean,
here's my question for you.
Okay.
Right? So now that you've been informed that this area is not public access,
okay,
right? That you are not welcome to be inside the gated area, inside the fenced area.
That's what she said, according from your direction.
I did not direct her to do that. I confirmed that was her intent. That was the intent that was relayed to me.
Okay, I mean, but you know how the judge is going to look at it. But go ahead.
Sure, fine. And that's your right to go through all these processes. But now that you've been informed,
right,
you're not allowed to be inside this fenced area.
Okay.
Are you going to stay outside the fenced area where you are not allowed to be?
Well, let me ask you this.
Sure.
I want to exercise my rights, right?
I got that.
I feel like me going on this public accessible area in this parking lot is exercising my right. I feel like that's exercising my First Amendment. Now I'm gonna ask you, if I still go on there, will I be arrested?
You'll be issued a ticket for trespassing.
I'll be issued a ticket for trespassing, so I won't be arrested.
And then if you refuse to leave,
then I'll be arrested. Okay, well now I have standing because now I'm being under threat of arrest and duress. I won't exercise my First Amendment right because that's what's being conveyed to me now by 4 officers.
So again, you can stay out here where this is public access, right?
Okay.
On this side of the fence, not inside the fence, but on the outside of the fence, court all day long. I'm not trying to stop you from doing that. I'm simply saying you can't go into the restricted area.
I'm gonna be honest with you, officer. I gave you a chance to call. No, I'm just being perfect. I'm not trying to be funny or anything.
Sure.
I gave you guys a chance to contact someone of a higher authority, just to make sure what you're doing is correct. Because if it ain't, and we go litigate this case, and they see that my rights were violated, your qualified immunity's out the window, sir. And that's on you personally. Then you have to add me to your pension, and that's messy. For what? For me just recording, documenting, and gathering content for a story? Really?
There's nothing wrong with you recording, as my partner said. You can stay here and record all you want. You can go into the post office. It's just certain areas. If they have a sign that says that you're not allowed to be there, or if they give us notice, and through us we give you notice that you're not allowed to be somewhere, then it becomes criminal trespass. By all means, we want you to be able to do whatever you want and uphold your First Amendment rights.
Okay. We're not threatening you with any kind of ticket for what you did earlier, right?
Right.
No one's retroactive.
Just saying that after the aftermath.
Now that you've been given notice.
Okay.
And you're
Okay.
So at this point, there's nothing.
Okay.
Now you've been given notice. That's.
Well, I got to walk back through here to get to my car, right?
I mean, you can go around. There's other roads and pathways you can get around.
Give you a ride.
No, we definitely don't want to do that, man. Hell no, man. No. No, absolutely not. That's cool. I appreciate it. I mean, why y'all can just walk behind me? My car right there.
Come get your vehicle.
Yeah. I mean, just to make sure everything's cool, y'all can just trail my car right over there. It's cool.
I mean, I'm fine with
By all means.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's black and church.
As long as it keeps things peaceful, then.
Oh yeah, man. It's been peaceful the entire time you guys been here, man.
Let's go around.
We can't cut through? Oh, you gonna make us do some exercise? Huh?
Let's do the least invasive. Since they've already said they don't want you on this part of the property, let's do the least invasive walk right over to me.
Okay. All right. Just trying to make sure you guys know, man, precisely what's going on, man. I know I do these all over, man.
That's great.
I do them all over. I even just left the VA hospital.
Yeah.
Now you would think they would have more restrictions than the Pope, right? It's a hospital.
It just depends.
That was good to go.
If you're in the public parts of the hospital, that's fine. You just, as we've discussed now many times, right?
You just can't go into private rooms.
Government, just because something is owned by the government doesn't mean that it's public access, right? The government always has the right to restrict.
I mean, yeah, you have restricted areas. I understand about restriction, but this parking lot, this is not restricted.
But it clearly is. There's signs posted. The employees have asked you to leave this area, right? They've stated that their intent is that this is an employee-only area, right, or authorized vehicle-only area.
Right.
So,
okay.
You know, and we get it.
All
okay,
right.
Maybe that didn't seem clear when you first came in, but now it's been explained. You've been shown the signs. You've been, you've talked to the employees.
And if I continue, like you guys said, it'll be a ticket, and possibly after that, it'll be an arrest.
If you refuse,
We don't want to have to do that.
Yeah, we're not
all
trying
depends on the
to do that.
complaint too. If they're willing to file a complaint, that's what it comes down to. That if the complainant wants to file a complaint, and there's a law that's been violated, that's what it had to come down to.
Okay. And that's Officer
Kiefer.
Kiefer.
Number 110.
Number 110.
I'm 108, by the way. You never
108.
I'm 108.
Well, so I wanted these guys 107 and 106. Did they send you guys like in a?
That's right.
In a
We
type
got hired at
of,
the same time. So
oh, okay.
It's lucky like that.
Yeah, see, I don't even. Maybe these are the. Okay, we'll see what these signs say, because
Okay.
I think it said.
No one wants
Not-
to.
I'm-
No one
if
wants
I'm
to tread
sure.
on your rights. It's not. No one here wants to do that. We're not about that. Again, we want you to be able to do, all your videos and the First Amendment stuff. That's great. That's great. We just need you to do it in the actually public spaces and not in the restricted spaces.
And you guys are 100% for sure. This is not a public space.
This part inside the fence.
The post office itself is public.
Yeah,
But not the parking lot.
The
part that says no trespassing, postal employees only, do not enter.
Yep.
That makes it a restricted.
Authorized vehicles only.
No trespassing. So on this side, U.S. property, no trespassing. You don't enter authorized vehicle only. On that side, no trespassing. Violators will be prosecuted.
So unless you're a postal employee, you shouldn't have been walking through here.
So this one's even more.
Well, they don't say that. It just say.
Where does it say that?
I mean, all it says is no trespassing. Postal employees only do not enter. They don't say anything about you can't walk through here. A citizen does it?
Says no trespassing. Postal employees do not enter. How much clearer do you think it needs to be?
Nah, I'm pretty sure you guys are misinformed.
There's the other side.
Again, I mean,
Hopefully that part makes it online.
To
where
go
you
back,
can post this,
respectfully,
too.
sir, back to you. How clear does it need to be before you would think that it's restricted area? Does it need to say
Watch
is a
this.
public space, but it is not public access? You may not enter this space unless you are an authorized individual?
Real quick, that sign, right? People put up signs all the time. It does not make it law.
Okay.
Do you agree? Sure. So a sign might say, in order to enter this building, you have to wear a mask. But I don't have to honor that sign because it's not law.
That's true, but at that point, if the business is requiring a mask, and you, in your scenario, if they're requiring a mask and you don't wear it, then that's trespass.
No, it's not. See what I'm saying? No, absolutely not.
We got your cross. Head back to your car.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually go back inside the building, so I know I'm good to go in there. So
Public area, that's totally
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
All right.
All right.
Anything else we do for you, sir?
No, that'll be. Matter of fact, one more time, man. All you guys' badge numbers, just so I can know who
The CEF 108.
108.
Keep it 110.
110?
Here, I'll even
Blood.
here, take off my mask briefly so you can identify me.
Okay, and this the bad guy right here.
He's a good guy.
No, he ain't, man. No, right off the back, he was a tyrant, man. Right off the back. Tyrannical behavior. All right? Yep, GTA family. So you guys see that, man. I was trespassed. Well, threatened with arrest, which is the only standing we need.
In all three cases, we see a common error: police using administrative policies or internal signage to override constitutional law. Threatening arrest without reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime is a form of unlawful coercion. Under U.S. law, a sign does not automatically transform a public space into a restricted zone for free speech if there are no specific physical barriers or security boundaries. When officers use the threat of arrest to force you to stop recording, they are violating your civil rights under the color of law. The battle for free speech and the right to monitor the government never ends. We do not seek conflict, we seek transparency. To frame this issue, remember the words of renowned civil rights attorney Leo Terrell. The police do not have the right to ask you to do something contrary to the Constitution. When they do, they are no longer enforcing the law, they are breaking the law. We will continue to monitor these cases and provide updates as soon as new legal developments arise. Thank you for joining us on this journey for justice. Don't forget to like and share so the voice of truth can spread.